from the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home.
Kindergarten and new student enrollment begins March 24th. From 3 to 6 p.m., take a tour of our schools and learn about the tradition of excellence at Glasgow Independent Schools.
Join the family.
Our first softball broadcast of the season for you. It is the Glasgow Lady Scotties hosting the Franklin-Simpson Lady Wildcats. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune along with you for our broadcast here today. These Lady Scotties off to a 2-2 start on the season, coming off a big win over Monroe County in Tompkinsville on Tuesday in their last ball game. Final score in that one was 12-1. Franklin-Simpson comes in here at 4-2 on the year, and they defeated Russellville in their last ball game. That was also on Tuesday. Lady Scotties won that one by double digits as well. Lady Wildcats won that game by double digits, 10-0. The final score in that one. This Glasgow Lady Scotty Ball Club coming off a year in which they went 5-19. But they are now under new head coach Stephen Murphy, and part of Stephen's staff, or all of Stephen's staff at this point, is assistant coach Sam Royce. And obviously everybody remembers Sam from his 39 years of being the head baseball coach at Glasgow High School. And so the Lady Scotties certainly feel like the future is bright here. It is a very, very young ball club. This ball club has 14 players on the varsity roster. Only 4 of those 14 are not freshmen or 8th graders. There are 3 juniors on the team, 1 sophomore, 5 freshmen, and 5 8th graders on this ball club. Right now, Kerrigan Hagan comes in here as their leading hitter. Kerrigan off to a heck of a start this season. She is batting .556 on the year. As a team, the Lady Scotties batting .263 right now. Last year, they were batting just right at .200 as a team. So already some improvement there at the plate for the Lady Scotties as well. And Glasgow hoping to get a victory here today against a good Franklin-Simpson ball club. Franklin-Simpson comes in here with wins over Portland, Tennessee, Butler County, Edmonson County, and Russellville. Their 2 losses have come to Owensboro Catholic and Cumberland County. For the Lady Scotties, their victories this year have come over Hart County and Monroe County, and then the 2 losses came to a really good Bowling Green team and a Cumberland County team that's also got a good ball club. Lady Scotties played Cumberland County very tough. Final score there was 4-3. But Bruce, an exciting year here for Glasgow as they're under their new head coach Stephen Murphy. Of course, it's Murph's second time around as the head coach here for the Lady Scotties, and I know he's excited about it. We're excited to have him back.
He is, and he's put in a lot of time already. This field's beautiful, and they've got everything, done. He and Coach Royce, and like you say, this is a young ball club like we were in basketball, no seniors, but they're off to a good start, and I'm sure, knowing Coach Murphy and Coach Royce, they're going to put the time in.
Well, let's go ahead and take a timeout. And, Luke, if we can, if you're following the format, let's just forget the second break in the pregame intro here. This will be our only break here of our pregame. We got started just a little bit late. So let's go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout here on the Don Franklin Auto pregame show. And when we come back, we'll continue talking about this matchup. We'll give you the starters for the ball clubs, and then we should be set to go here from Glasgow High School. We're back after this 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Hot Ham and Cheese, Hand-Breaded Chicken Tender Wrap, or Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger. Mix and match any 2 with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
High School will pause for just a moment here as we are in the midst of the national anthem. All right, now welcome back to Glasgow High School. As we said, we do apologize for that. All right, let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups here before we can get this first pitch in. First for the Franklin-Simpson Lady Wildcats, batting first and at third base is Chloe Smith. Batting second and at second base is Kylie Scott. Lily Ferguson will be at shortstop. She'll bat third. Cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Presley West. Ansley Holland will be in left field, batting fifth. Number 6 hitter is the right fielder, Addison Shelton. Batting seventh and catching is Jaden Coe. Hester Blankenberg, will be the designated player. She'll be batting in the 8 hole, batting for the pitcher, Abby Caudle. And then Ava Holland will bat in the 9 spot. She will be in center field. Franklin-Simpson 4-2 on the year. Head coach is Todd Caudill. For the Lady Scotties, batting first and in center field will be Kerrigan Hagan. The number 2 hitter is the left fielder, Kayla Kirkpatrick. Chikyle Green, the shortstop, will bat third. Batting cleanup is Paige DeHaas. She's the designated player. Hitting for the right fielder, Kenley Bale. Batting fifth and at second base is Natea Lightfoot. Number 6 hitter is the third baseman, Kenley Stevens. Ava Maxey, the pitcher, will be batting seventh. Number 8 hitter is the first baseman. That's Reese England. And Gracie Walker, the catcher, will bat in the 9 spot. Lady Scotties 2-2 on the season. And their head coach is Stephen Murphy. Glasgow assistant coach is Sam Royce. And we are just about set to go. As we told you in the pitching circle today for the Lady Scotties is Ava Maxey. Ava off to a great start. 1-1 on the year, but just a 1.91 ERA. She has 12 strikeouts and 4 walks. She's thrown 11 innings of work, making her third start of the season here today. She is just an 8th grader. Bruce, we saw Ava pitch quite a bit last year as a 7th grader. Had good velocity last year. Had a little trouble sometimes with her control. And we'll see how that has improved here in her 8th grade season.
Well, I'm sure she has some. And, it's a young pitching staff that the Lady Scotties have. And hopefully, with the
Chloe Smith at the plate to start the day for Franklin-Simpson, and the pitch from Ava in there for a called strike.
Looked like got that inside quarter right above the knees. And Chloe Smith was their center in basketball, good size.
And this pitch also called a strike right at the letters. I don't think Smith liked that one too much, but she's in an 0-2 hole. She is a very dangerous hitter, batting .563 with 7 RBIs and already has 2 home runs in 6 ball games.
It was right under her arm, so it.
Now the 0-2 is in the dirt. Smith is a senior. She'll be at third base today for the Lady Wildcats. Maxie under windup, and the pitch hit hard right back at Ava, and my goodness, I mean, it hit her, and hopefully she is okay.
Right on her thigh.
That was a bullet right back at her, and it's going to be an infield single. No chance at all for Maxie to get out of the way of that one. That was a laser. And everybody gathering around. Coach Stephen Murphy out there checking on her right now. I'm like you, Bruce. It looked like it did hit her maybe in the right thigh.
Yeah, that's where she grabbed it. I mean, it was a line shot. I mean, it got there in a hurry. There wasn't any getting out of the way. She couldn't get her glove to it, and she's trying to walk it off. But, boy, I tell you one thing, she will have one heck of a bruise.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really sore tomorrow.
Tender. I hope she can stay, but she can't.
They're going to try to give it a shot here. They're going to let her take a warm-up pitch or two to make sure that she feels comfortable doing that.
And, of course, see, that's a leg that she pushes off of, too.
See how this pitch looks. That one looked all right.
Yeah.
See how she feels. She appears like she's okay.
I tell you what, that surprised me. Probably 8 out of 10 young ladies would be crying right now if they'd gotten hit like it. I probably would have been.
I was going to say young ladies. I would have been crying too.
But that was a shot.
All right, so Kylie Scott back at the plate for the first time today here with Smith on at first base. Smith takes off for second. The throw down is good, and did they hang on? Oh, could not hang on to it. It was a good throw that time by Gracie Walker, and Jakiley Green could not hang on to it as she applied the tag, so it will be a stolen base for Chloe Smith.
I think she slid into the ball, the glove, and knocked it loose. I think she would have had her.
0-1 pitch coming to Kylie Scott. Going to be fouled off towards the Franklin-Simpson.
Because the umpire was waiting to see whether or not she hung on, so I think they had her.
No balls and 2 strikes now to Scott, a .353 hitter with 3 RBIs. Maxie took a minute to get the pitch she wanted, and now Scott calls for time, and it's granted by our home plate umpire. Maxie with the pitch. Change up. Held on to that one a bit too long. Stayed up on her. Like an early summer day today without the humidity. So I'll take this every day.
A nice breeze. It's blowing in now. A while ago it looked like it's blowing right field, but
now the 1-2 pitch is fouled off once again. You mentioned, Bruce, in the pregame there how good this field looks. Coach Murphy and Coach Royce have done a ton of work, and I'm sure other folks have contributed as well. But, boy, the field looks really, really great. Both the baseball team and the softball team have really great fields to play on.
Well, that grass is so thick, mowed so short, it looks like turf.
Here's a fly ball into center field, and that is going to drop in right center as the right fielder Kenley Bell will get it back onto the infield. Smith had to hold up at second to make sure it was not going to get caught, so she only advances one bag. So now runners on the corners, nobody out, and the hitter will be the shortstop, Lily Ferguson.
That ball just seeing eye. I mean, it just.
So Ferguson comes into the day batting .350. She has 1 home run on the year, also 7 RBIs. And this pitch going to be popped up in foul territory. Reese England tried to get there but did not have enough time to get there before it drops. So it'll be a strike. No balls and a strike here to Ferguson. Maxie with the pitch. Going to be fouled off out of play.
So far she's been 0-2 on every batter.
Nice. That's exactly what you want. Here is another 0-2 pitch. This one misses upstairs. Rise ball that time, it looked like, from Maxey, but could not get Ferguson to chase. Now the 1-2. And this pitch also upstairs. Count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners on the corners here. Nobody out. We're in the top of the first inning. Glasgow and Franklin-Simpson here in high school softball.
A nice grab by Walker.
That ball had a little velocity on it, didn't it?
It did.
Now the 2-2 and a swing and a miss. That'll be an SCRTC strikeout for Ava Maxey. First out of the day here in this Raphael's Sports Bar first inning.
Of course, I know she's throwing with velocity. I was sort of surprised they hadn't tried to steal Scott there on first base with, second base open.
Presley West at the plate. She swings through the first offering from Maxey for strike 1.
It's a big strikeout if we get a double play here.
0-1 pitch coming. And that pitch misses upstairs. The runner takes off for second base, and they do not apply the tag. Natalia Lightfoot went to cover the bag and was a little bit late getting there, and so it'll be a stolen base. So now runners at second and third with 1 away.
She swiped at her. She's trying to get clear of the runner in case they try to break for home.
And this pitch misses up and away. We forgot to give you the Colton Steakhouse and Grill game day weather reports. Let's do that real quick. 80 degrees and lots of sunshine here today in Glasgow. We expect the temperature to drop just a little bit by the time we're done, down around 75 degrees probably by the time this one's over. Now the 2-1 pitch, and that hit her. But that game day weather report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. So now that'll load the bases after the hit batter. We're still just 1 away, so Ava got a little trouble to work out of here, and the hitter will be the left fielder, Ansley Holland.
Infield ball going to come home, I'm sure.
And Holland now steps out of the box.
I may be mistaken. This does not look like a batter that will hit the ball deep.
Late on the fastball from Maxey. Holland does have a .350 average. He does not have a home run, has 6 RBIs, though, and a chance for more right here with 2 players in scoring position and another at first base. Maxey toes the rubber and the pitch. And again, blows the fastball by her. 0-2.
That one looked to be a little out of the zone, but she chased it. I couldn't tell. Did it have any rise on it? Or
it might have been a rise ball. Now the 0-2 pitch is a fastball, and it's going to be fouled off out of play onto the football practice field over here to our right. Still no balls and 2 strikes to Ansley Holland here. Our umpire was out of softball, so Coach Murphy brings him another ball or 2. Now here comes another one in from the Franklin-Simpson side. Holland back into the box with the bases juiced here, 1 away. No score here in the top of the first inning. Maxey's pitch, swung on and missed. That's an SCRTC strikeout. That's a big one because now Glasgow can get out of here with just a ground ball and a force out of any bag. Here's Addison Shelton. Batting .333 with 3 RBIs. Good fastball from Maxey to start the at-bat right at the knees.
That ball's right down Broadway, wasn't it?
And a bad throw back to Maxey, but fortunately Natalia Lightfoot there backing it up. Runners stay put. What'd you say, Bruce?
I said that ball was right down Broadway, wasn't it? That was just
a nice pitch right down the middle, right at the knees, though. Now the 0-1.
Right there.
And that one looked like maybe on the outside part of the plate. It's in there for a called strike as well.
Right now, she's throwing the ball by people. That hit she took was
no worse for the wear right now,
No,
is she?
no. It may be sore with an inning or two.
0-2 pitch going to be hit in the air in foul territory, and it's going to drop in play as Kenley Bell gave chase over there in right field, but didn't have time to get there.
I don't know if with this batter up right now that I wouldn't shade her to the right field a little bit, because the velocity Max got right now, she's been late on everything.
You're right.
So you probably want to shade. Center should come over maybe just a little. I don't want to get in that gap. The gapper's 2 runs.
Another 0-2 pitch and another swing and a miss as Maxie had the bases loaded but winds up striking out the side. That's another SCRTC strikeout, and a great job by Ava Maxey to get out of trouble.
Yeah, Joe, she gave up a couple. The 2 first batters got on with singles, but she struck out the side, so no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. We've completed a half inning and have no score here between Franklin and Glasgow. We'll return after this 1-minute timeout on WCAU Sports Blue, 103.1 FM, 1490 AM.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Joe Myers and Bruce Trew back here with you at Glasgow High School, where we go to the bottom half of this first inning. Again, this first inning brought to you by Raphael's Sports Bar. And let's give you the defense for Franklin-Simpson here. It'll be Ansley Holland out in left field, Ava Holland in center, Addison Shelton the right fielder, Chloe Smith at third base, Lily Ferguson the shortstop, Kylie Scott is at second base, Presley West at first, Jaden Coe behind the plate, and in the pitching circle for Franklin-Simpson is Abby Caudill. She has pitched 3 innings so far this year, but is making her first start today. She has 4 strikeouts and 5 walks on the year, does not have a win or a loss. Her ERA right now is at 18.67. She is an 8th grader. Boy, has good size for an 8th grader. She's a right-handed thrower. And the first hitter she will face is Kerrigan Hagan. Kerrigan going to be followed by Kayla Kirkpatrick and Jakiley Green here in the bottom of this first inning. Caudill's first pitch is up for ball 1. One 0 pitch coming now. And Hagan backs out of the way of the fastball inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Told you in the pregame, Kerrigan's off to a great start at the plate, batting .556 so far this year.
Coach not happy already with her first 2 pitches.
Coach Caudill going to come out and speak with his pitcher, who we only assume, we don't know this for sure, but we assume that she is his daughter probably.
Well, I don't. He pointed down at the pitching rubber, but it's not elevated or anything.
He's not complaining about it or anything.
No, he
just,
didn't. He just said something to her and then pointed at it. I don't know whether.
Here's a 2-0 pitch coming from Caudill. That one misses inside, so 3 balls and no strikes here to Kerrigan Hagan.
Imagine Kerrigan's taking right here.
Here's the 3-0. Hagan was taking all the way, and it misses inside anyway, so a 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the first. Kerrigan Hagan draws that. She'll go to first base, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Kayla Kirkpatrick.
Kayla, a basketball player.
Kayla batting .250 here this year. Squares to bunt and fouls it back. Was up in her eyes. Probably should have tried to pull the bat back on that one, but easier said than done. We're looking to try to bunt and we get that thing down. But those high pitches are really hard to get down, Bruce.
She's trying to push that one down. And you want to be careful because, man, we were going there. Of course, Coach Royce, I'm sure, is watching. You just want to get doubled up on a pop-up.
Here's the 0-1. Was not bunting that time and took a ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, she's yet to throw a strike, so I don't know. I might watch one here.
Not a bad idea.
She hadn't thrown a strike yet.
One pitch coming. And that one is a strike right at the knees.
Be ready.
Caudell on the rubber. And the pitch. And the changeup misses high. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Ja'Kylie Green waiting on deck. Got a pretty stiff little breeze blowing from left to right, according to the flag out there in center field. Fastball here going to be fouled straight back out of play. So Kayla back into the box here with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Caudle winds and fires. Kirkpatrick again will foul it back out of play. The grill is a-going. I can smell those hamburgers cooking. We see the smoke wafting in front of our face here between us and home plate.
Yeah, blowing. We're get fans over to buy.
That's right. Now the 2-2. This pitch misses upstairs, so the count will go full, and we do have a Riley Dental Group full count now. Caudell with the payoff pitch. Misses way upstairs, so back-to-back walks for the Lady Scotties here in the bottom of the first inning. Runners at first and second, nobody out, and here comes the shortstop, Ja'Kylie Green. Ja'Kylie with the only home run so far this season for the Lady Scotties for the first 4 ball games. She's got that 1 home run to go along with 7 RBIs and a .364 average. Fastball to her right at the knees in there for a strike.
Well, right where that ball was, if you get it at right field, it's going to go out of here today. If you get it up in the air, it looks like.
The 0-1 pitch coming. Green turns on it, but fouls it off to the left side. She was way out in front of that.
You got under it.
No balls and 2 strikes to the junior shortstop here. Caudle's pitch is grounded foul down the third base line. Paige D. Haas due up next for the Lady Scotties. She waits on deck. Another 0-2. Green rips it down the left field line, and it just goes foul.
Boy.
Ja'Kylie, one of the 3 juniors in the batting order today for the Lady Scotties. Everybody else, all 6 other players, either a freshman or 8th grader. Told you in the pregame how young this team is. 3 juniors, 1 sophomore, 5 freshmen, and 5 8th graders. That makes up the varsity roster. This pitch misses upstairs to Green, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, this is a good-looking group. You know, last year we talked about how much improved we thought the outfield was. And if these girls will stay with it, they could have a good ball club by the time they get on up in high school.
I agree completely. The key is getting them all to stick with it.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Now the 1-2, and this pitch going to be fouled off.
Smoked that one, too. Yeah.
We've had good young talent here at Glasgow
Yes,
at times, but we've had a hard time getting them to continue to play for whatever reason.
Well, they get older, and I think some of them get boys on their mind.
Well, now you said that. I did not say that.
I had 3 daughters.
Okay.
I had 3 daughters, and one of them played softball. Stayed 4 years. So.
Now the 1-2. This pitch misses upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ja'Kylie. Caudill with the pitch. Green with a ground ball down the third base line. Third baseman going to step on the bag after she fields it and then throw to first base, and that is a 5 unassisted 3 double play. So it's unfortunate there for the Lady Scotties. It's going to bring up Paige D. Haas. So the lone base runner left on the base paths here is Kayla Kirkpatrick out at second base.
Yeah, she hit it on a bullet, so. And that one was just tailor-made, wasn't it? I mean, she had to just catch it.
It was literally right down the line, so all Chloe Smith had to do was make sure she fielded it cleanly. She was already basically standing right on top of the bag, and then just had to make a good throw to first base. About as easy of a double play as you'll see. First pitch to DeHaas was a ball, so the 1-0 coming now from Caudill. DeHaas pops it up into short center field, and making the catch will be the second baseman, Kylie Scott. So Lady Scotties get their first 2 runners on with nobody out and unable to bring any of them around as we have reached the end of the first inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We've completed 1, and it's still Franklin-Simpson 0, Glasgow 0. We'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports Blue, 103.1 FM, 1490 AM.
For local news that impacts your everyday life, turn to GlasgowNews1.com, the trusted source for journalism in Glasgow and Barron County.
While others focus on headlines from far away,
GN1 is in the room for you, covering the decisions that matter most, from city council and fiscal court to school board meetings, civic issues, public safety, and the people and stories that shape our community.
Connect with our coverage on GlasgowNews1.com, the GN1 app, on our social media feeds, or subscribe to our free daily email.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Glasgow High School's Rigdon Kaiser Field, as we go to the top of the second inning. This inning brought to you by CRS Construction. 7-8-9 hitters due up for Franklin-Simpson. This is Jaden Coe at the plate. The first pitch she sees in there for a called strike from Ava Maxey. Hester Blankenberg and Ava Holland, the other hitters due up for the Lady Wildcats. And this pitch from Maxey going to miss inside. 1-1 now. Coe, a .368 hitter. Already has 9 RBIs on the year, batting out of the 7th spot. And she'll foul this one back. Lady Wildcats really hit the ball well through their first 6 ball games. As a team, they're batting .346. Glasgow, by comparison, batting .263 as a team through their first 4 games. Swing and a miss here as Maxey gets another SCRTC strikeout. That's already 4 for her. Matter of fact, all 4 outs for Franklin-Simpson have come by the strikeout.
Now batting.
Want to bring up Hester Blankenberg now.
The one thing I like about what she's doing right now, she's getting in front of hitters. You know, you get that 0-2 count, and they're at your mercy. You know, got to hit your pitch. So.
That's right. Maxey starts Blankenberg off with a fastball that's bit inside.
That's the first batter she's been behind.
Maybe she won't stay behind long. Now the 1-0. She does not. Evens count up at the ball and a strike on the foul ball here by Blankenberg. Now the 1-1. Ground ball to second base. Lightfoot bobbles it momentarily, but able to regain control, and then goes to first for the outs. 2 down. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the center fielder, Ava Holland.
Wonder if she's a slapper, left side.
Batting just 182 right now with 3 RBIs.
Nope.
And watches a strike go by in the outside corner to start the at-bat.
She doesn't appear to be a slapper. She's
Maxie has the pitch she wants and fires away. And this one a bit too far off the plate outside. Evens count up at a ball and a strike. Scoreless here in the top of the CRS Construction second inning. 2 down for the Lady Wildcats, and this ball going to be fouled off into the Glasgow dugout over there. Nobody on the base paths for the Lady Wildcats. So far, Ava Maxey doing a nice job. Franklin loaded the bases in the top of the first, but Maxey able to get a couple of big back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded to end the inning. Here's the 1-2. This pitch going to be fouled off again on the left side of the field, out of play. Another 1-2 pitch. Hard line shot. That'll get into left field for a base hit. Kirkpatrick gets it back in, but it is a 2-out single for Ava Holland, and then we'll go back to the top of the order. Here's the third baseman, Chloe Smith.
She singled right back at Maxie, her first at bat. A screaming line drive.
And this pitch, a prize ball, is going to get by Walker, and that will move Holland to second base. And that could be big because Smith is a very good hitter. .563 average on the year. The Glasgow outfielders are nearly standing on the warning track out there, all 3 of them. And this pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Or 2 balls and no strikes, excuse me, I'm sorry.
She may be this may be a unintentional walk.
I mean, with first base open at this point,
exactly.
I wouldn't mind it.
After getting that ball, that's me.
I wouldn't mind it.
We may not, because balls are being high now.
And they're just going to go ahead and put her on. I think that's a good decision there by Coach Stephen Murphy. That'll give you a force at any bag with 2 away. It gets their best hitter out of the batter's box as well. Brings up Kylie Scott, who's still a good hitter in her own right at .353, but
well, they're scared. We need to shade her. She dropped that ball right in right center field, her first at bat, that little Texas leaguer that just fell in. Well, coach is getting them to move.
The pitch from Maxie misses a bit upstairs.
But they got the outfielder moving a little bit.
Maxie winds and fires, and that one also high. Two 2-0 now to the junior second baseman for the Lady Wildcats, Kylie Scott. Maxie's pitch fouled off out of play. Two balls and a strike. Here comes the pitch from Maxie. Grounded to Lightfoot at second base. She'll scoop it up and go to first, but the throw is high, and that's going to bring in a run.
Did she not tag her?
She did not tag her, no. Lightfoot attempted to tag Smith as she went by, but was not able to apply the tag, and then did not need to rush that throw, but she did, and she threw it high to England, and that error will bring in Franklin's first run of the night. It's 1-0. Lady Wildcats. Runners on the corners here with 2 down.
Ferguson struck out her first at bat.
Lily Ferguson at the plate, and this is going to be a fly ball into center field. Coming in and making the catch will be Kerrigan Hagan, and that will end the second inning, or the top of the second inning, for Franklin-Simpson, but they draw first blood here, Bruce.
They picked up 1 run. They had 1 hit. There was 1 error, and they strand 2. 1.5 now gone, and Franklin on top of the Scotties 1-0. We'll return after a 1-minute timeout on WCAU Sports Blue, 103.1 FM 1498.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV?
Ava Maxey, the first 3 hitters due up for the Lady Scotties as we move to the bottom half of this CRS Construction second inning. And Abby Caudell with her first pitch of this inning, and that fastball misses low. Mattea hitting .273 on the year. Caudell with the pitch, and a grounder down the third base line that goes foul. Franklin-Simpson on top, 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. One delivery coming. Popped up on the infield into short right field, and it'll be caught by the first baseman, Presley West, just on the edge of the outfield grass there. 1 down, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Kenley Stevens. And the fastball from Caudell in there for strike 1. The 0-1 on the way, and that rise ball misses upstairs. Now the 1-1 coming. And a swing and a miss by Stevens. May have chased one out of the zone there, below her knees it looked like. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and that one's upstairs. Two pitch coming. And it's in the dirt. Count will go full. It's a Riley Dental Group full count here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch swung on a miss by Stevens. It's an SCRTC strikeout there for Abby Caudell. And there are 2 down. And that'll bring up the Glasgow pitcher, Ava Maxey. Caudell, the 8th grader, to Maxey, the 8th grader here, and a swing and a miss by Maxey at 1 up in her eyes that time.
Yeah, I believe that was a little out of the zone.
1-0 pitch coming. Misses up and away here. Caudill winds and fires. And a swing and a miss, maybe a changeup it looked like that time.
Yeah, it looked like she took a little off that ball. She was out in front of it.
Caudill's pitch. Strike 3 called, and that will end the inning as Glasgow goes in order here in the bottom half of the CRS Construction second inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've completed 2 here, and it's Franklin-Simpson on top of your Lady Scotties 1-0. We'll be right back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports Blue 103.1 FM 1490.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune, back here with you at Glasgow High School, where we go to the top of the third inning. This inning brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Franklin-Simpson on top of the Glasgow Lady Scotties, 1-0. And the first 3 hitters due up for the Wildcats. The 5, 6, 7 hitters, that's Ansley Holland, Addison Shelton, and Jaden Coe.
4, 5, 6.
What did I say, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah.
I meant 4, 5, 6, sorry.
Yeah, she was hit by a pitch her first at bat.
Change up from Maxey to start the at bat, misses low and away. Now the 1-0, and that one bounces in front of the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. West steps back in the box, ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Maxey taking a minute to get the pitch he wants. Now toes the rubber and delivers. And that one misses low, so 3-0 here. West, a .368 hitter. Maxey trying to come back from the 3-0 count. It's a good start. That one's right down the middle for strike 1.
Starting to ask, wonder if that leg's bothering her a little now, you know, after it's. She still seems to have good velocity.
Fastball here fouled off the handle by West. And it's a Riley Dental Group full count. Here's the 3-2. And that one misses up and away, so Maxey will issue the walk here, the leadoff walk to start the third, and that brings up the number 5 hitter, the left fielder, Ansley Holland.
Now batting, Holland.
Holland struck out for the second out in that top of the first.
And she fouls the first pitch she sees off out of play. Hitters 1 through 8 in this Franklin lineup. The worst of those 8 hitters is batting .333. That's the next hitter, Addison Shelton. Number 9 hitter, Ava Holland, struggles a bit. Here's a base hit into right field as Kenley Bell will get it back in quickly to allow the runners to advance only one bag as West goes to second. Holland on at first with the single. Still nobody out here in the third, and that brings up Addison Shelton, junior right fielder.
She also struck out to end that first inning with bases loaded. So
squares to bunt, but fouls it off down the first base line. Sun just about to go down on the horizon out there. Oh, 1 pitch from Ava Maxey, and again a bunt is laid down in fair territory this time, and Maxey fields it, goes to first base with a light foot covering the bag there to get that out. But the sacrifice is completed as both runners move up a bag, so now runners at second and third, one away, and here comes the catcher, Jaden Coe.
Coe struck out to lead off the second inning.
And Maxey's pitch misses up and away. Good job by Gracie Walker to snag that one behind the dish. There's a pretty short backstop here, actually a very short backstop here, so not always, the runner won't always be able to score from third base on a wild pitch or a pass ball. But here's the 1-0. This one's going to be fouled back into the netting behind home plate.
Yeah, and a lot of your old backstops, used to be kind of, these are padded, so they're going to, they're not going to bounce real far either, hard.
One ball, one strike to Coe. Here's the pitch. And that one a little bit low. I thought he called a strike.
I did too. It sounded like he said strike. He hadn't.
2-1 now. Maxey winds and fires, and this pitch is upstairs, so count will go to 3 balls and 1 strike. First base is open, so the walk does give you the force at any bag with 1 away. Maxey trying to avoid that walk. There's a line shot into right field, and that is over the head of the right fielder, Kenley Bell, off the bottom of the fence out there. Both of those runs in scoring position will come in to score. It's now 3-0 Franklin-Simpson off of the 2 RBI double by Jaden Coe. RBIs number 10 and 11 already on the season through 6.5 ball games for Coe. Lady Scotty infielders come in and gather around Ava Maxey to have a conversation here. Still just 1 out here in the top of the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home third inning. Franklin leads 3-0, runner on at second base, and the hitter is Hester Blankenberg, the designated player. And she fouls it off. She's an 8th grader as well. Boy, Franklin has a couple of big 8th graders. My goodness, she's nearly 6 foot tall, I would think, Bruce.
She wasn't on the basketball team that I remember. Now, Smith, of course, she's an older girl but.
Here's the 0-1. This pitch misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blankenberg batting .429 as an 8th grader with 2 RBIs. 1-1 pitch, high as well.
She's only had 7 at bats, but still.
Maxey has her pitch. Now the 2-1. And that one way upstairs, and it's going to get by Gracie Walker behind the plate. That will move the runner over to third base. Three and one to Blankenberg. Maxey with the pitch. Fouled off. It's a Riley Dental Group full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It's going to be her 64th pitch coming up here in the third inning. So.
Of course, pitch count not as important in softball as it is in baseball.
It doesn't govern anything.
You can pretty much throw as many as you want to in softball. This one is low and inside, and that'll be another walk. Blankenberg goes down to first base. Runners at first and third. And here's the center fielder, Ava Holland. And we're going to get a pinch runner here for Blankenberg at first base. I believe we will. See if we can get the number here.
Yeah, she's a DP. So.
Turn around for us, young lady. She's not going to. No idea.
Well, Caudell's a flex player, but no, that's not Caudell because she's.
No, that's not Caudell.
She's a big player too. So.
Ava Holland at the plate. Runners on the corners, one away. Franklin-Simpson already on top, 3-0 here in the top of this third inning, which is brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Maxey with a pitch, and swinging through it is Holland for strike one. Quick throw down by Walker to third base, but the runner back there safely.
Holland singled into left field her first at bat, one between in the 5-6 hole.
Maxey ready to deliver the 0-1 pitch, and that one's low and away as the runner takes off for second base. And that, by the way, is Piper West. I can see her number is 13 as she takes off to second. So Piper West is the pinch runner, I should say, for Hester Blankenberg. 1 ball, 1 strike to Holland. Now 2 more runners in scoring position. Holland squares to bunt. The ball in the dirt, and Walker can't handle it, and that's going to bring in another run. It's Jaden Coe making it 4-0.
Third wild pitch. She started so well, she just seemed to have lost her concentration.
That leg might be bothering her, like you said earlier.
What I'm saying. That's got to hurt.
2-1 here off the plate outside, 3-1. If you're just joining us, Ava was, I think it was the very first batter of the ball game, got hit by a laser shot right in her right thigh coming off the bat. And this one going to be fouled back here.
Yeah, 5th pitch of the game. It just a line shot. Tell you, I don't know if Coach Royce has worked with her or who, but the Walker's a pretty good catcher. She stopped a lot of balls, but she frames the ball well, too.
3-2 pitch going to be hit in the air to the left side. That's trouble. Going to get down, and then it takes a bad hop, gets by Kayla Kirkpatrick. So that will allow Holland to take take an extra base to second. As coming in to score there that time was the pinch runner, Piper West. It's now 5-0 Franklin-Simpson as the wheels have come off a bit here for Glasgow in the third inning. They've allowed 4 runs, and head coach Stephen Murphy out there to talk to his ladies. While they do that, let's thank our sponsors here on WCLU. Our presenting sponsor for Glasgow Spring Sports is Don Franklin Auto. You've also got sponsorships from Glasgow Electric Plant Board, McDonald's, The People's Bank, Riley Dental Group, Hardee's, TJ Regional Health. Spring Sports also brought to you by South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers, Colton Steakhouse and Grill, Raphael Sports Bar, CRS Construction, Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, and by Scooters Coffee.
5 runs on 6 hits right now.
And top of the order here for Franklin-Simpson, Chloe Smith at the plate.
Singled and walked. She was intentionally walked in that second.
And the fastball from Maxey catches the inside corner for strike one. Smith started the day with a .563 average. Has a couple of home runs as well, so she has some power. Now the 0-1. Ripped into left field. That's going to be another base hit. They're going to send Holland around third to come in and score. That'll make it 6-0 Lady Wildcats here in the third. And Smith gets the RBI single. She's on at first. Now the second baseman, Kylie Scott.
Still just one out. It's batter number 8 in the inning.
And fastball misses somewhere. My goodness, that looked right down the middle from up here, but obviously was not. 1-0.
Scott singled in the first and then reached on an error on a bad throw in her second at bat there, and this is her third at bat in 3 innings. So
1-0 pitch, fouled off, out of play. Just over the top of the Franklin-Simpson dugout over there on the first base side. Here's the 1-1. And that one's inside. Maxey has her pitch, and it's on the way. And that one's upstairs. 3-1 now. NCAA Tournament Sweet 16 underway. It's Purdue leading Texas 37-32, late stages of the first half there. Iowa and Nebraska in a good one. It's Nebraska over Iowa 27-23, about halfway through the first half in that one. This pitch going to be fouled off out of play by Scott.
Yeah, something people thought, as well as Texas had played, they might upset Purdue.
2 games tonight should be good ones. At least Arkansas, Illinois, or Arkansas, Arizona. I think that will be a good one. But Illinois, Houston, to me, has the potential to be a really good ball game.
Yes, those are 2 pretty good ball clubs. Very athletic, but
payoff pitch here on the Riley Dental Group, full count, but the pitch is low. And that'll put runners at first and second now. Scott draws that walk.
4th walk given up.
And that'll bring up Lily Ferguson.
Now batting, Ferguson. Now it's 78 pitches. Ferguson struck out and lined out to center field her last at bat with runners on for the 3rd out.
Maxey with the pitch, misses inside.
Scotties need a double play ball in the worst way.
Already 5 runs in here in the 3rd inning for Franklin. They lead it 6-0. Maxey winds and fires, and that one's low. Runners take off, and he got a chance here at third base, but Kenley Stevens could not hang on to the ball. Probably would not have been out anyway. It was would have been close, but I think Smith probably would have been safe. She didn't even try to slide, which is a little bit of a shock.
That is. That's went in standing up.
Runners at second and third now. Still just 1 away. So that takes the double play out of order, obviously. And this pitch misses high. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Ava really having trouble finding the strike zone now. The 3-0 pitch is upstairs.
Back-to-back walks. Walk number 5.
So the base is loaded once again. It does put the double play back in order. But now you've got the cleanup hitter, Presley West, coming to the plate. Have they batted around now, Bruce?
Yes.
Okay. Thought she started this inning. And there's a strike from Maxey to start this at bat.
West was hit by a pitch and then walked to lead off this inning, so she scored 1 run. She's been on both at bats.
And Maxie and Walker could not hook up on the pitch they wanted to throw, so West backs out of the box. Now we're set. The 0-1 is in the dirt. Walker with a good stop to keep the runners put. The 1-1 in there for a strike right at the belt. Strikeout here would be big with the bases loaded. Glasgow already down 6-0.
Really would.
Maxie with a pitch, and it's upstairs. Two balls and 2 strikes. Maxie's pitch going to be fouled off. Right on the inside part of the plate. Good location there by Ava Maxie as West fouled that one off of the handle.
Maxie has pitched as many pitches this inning as she did the first 2. She's up to 44, and she only threw 43 through the first 2. That's 87 pitches.
And that pitch misses upstairs, but not by much. It was borderline. That'll give us a Raleigh Dental Group full count here. Ava has nowhere to put West. You got to throw a strike. And the pitch swung on and missed by West, so there is your strikeout that Glasgow so desperately needed. It's a SCRTC strikeout. And that'll bring up Ansley Holland with now 2 out, and the base is juiced.
She struck out and then singled in her second at bat, and she was the second batter of this inning. So she singled into right field. It fell in front of the.
And the pitch here low. Glasgow baseball team hosting Adair County today. They trail Adair County in the top of the 6th inning, 9-3.
Wow, yeah, Coach, they were concerned about pitching.
Absolutely.
For this week, as many as we had to use the other day.
Maxie with a 1-0 pitch, and that's in the dirt. Good stop there by Walker.
Who do we have tomorrow?
Logan County.
Logan. So, I mean, that's a regional game. Of course, they'll have Logan's in the 2A, too, but we've already beaten Hart. That's this weekend. I believe they go to Logan to play in a 2A.
2-0 pitch is foul down the third base line. Goes to 2 balls and a strike now. Yeah, we are scheduled to broadcast that baseball game tomorrow between Glasgow and Logan County over there at Sam Royce Field. However, of course, there is some rain in the forecast, so we'll just have to let you know throughout the day if that game is going to be played or not. If they play it, we'll be there to broadcast it for you. Here's the 2-1. Here's a ground ball back up the middle. Jakali Green has it at shortstop, and she'll flip it to Lightfoot there at second base to finally end the inning. But a tough inning for the Lady Scotties as they give up 5 big runs here in the Hatcher-Sadler top of the 3rd inning, and Franklin has a big lead right now. Bruce, you got all that added up?
5 runs on 4 hits. Let's see, I don't have an error. We had a couple wild pitches, and they do strand 2. So after 2.5, it's Franklin-Simpson 6, Glasgow 0. We will return after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports Blue, 103.1 FM, 1498.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident. You really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance.
We go to the bottom half of this third inning, brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, and the Lady Scotties trail Franklin-Simpson 6-0. It's Reese England leading things off for Glasgow. She'll be followed by Gracie Walker and Kerrigan Hagan. They are the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the order. Caudill with the pitch here, misses upstairs. It's 2 balls and no strikes now.
Scotties have only had 1 base runner so far today.
And the rise ball from Caudill misses upstairs, so Reese England.
No, 2. I'm sorry. It's the first 2 batters walked, and then they got out with a double play. So
Reese England looking at a 3-0 count here. I'm sure taking all the way. She does, and it's right down the middle. Reese still looking for her first hit of the season. She's one of the 2 8th graders in the batting order, along with Ava Maxey. And England fouls this one back. It's a Riley Dental Group full count now for Reese. Abby Caudill toes the rubber and delivers the pitch. And England will foul it off, and it'll drop harmlessly to the ground over there. Nobody could get to it in time to make the catch. Franklin-Simpson 6, Glasgow nothing. Bottom of the third inning. Here at Rigdon Kaiser Field. And here's a base hit, and there is the first hit of the season for Reese England as she squeezes that one between short and third there into left field. So a leadoff single for the 8th grader. And that'll bring up the catcher, Gracie Walker.
First hit for the Scotties this afternoon. Let's get some of those runs back.
Gracie batting .222. The pitch bounces in there. Great stop that time by Coe behind the plate.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0, and it's going to be fouled back. One and one now to the Glasgow junior catcher. Abby Caudill with the pitch. Walker pops it up into short center field, and the catch going to be made by the shortstop there, just right on the edge of the dirt, actually, behind second base. So there is one away. And we go back to the top of the Glasgow order with Kerrigan Hagan getting her second at bat of the day.
Now that Kerrigan Hagan. Yeah, she walked on 4 straight pitches to lead the game off for the Scotties.
Caudill's first pitch of the at-bat on the way, and Hagan lifts it to left field. That ball's pretty well hit, and it is off the top of the fence. Hagan on her way to second, and England will pull up at third base, and it is a one-out double for Kerrigan Hagan off the fence out there in left field.
It was close, wasn't it?
It was.
Just fell down.
That wind blowing left to right might have knocked it down a little bit.
Yeah, it might have.
So here is Kayla Kirkpatrick.
She walked her first at bat.
Glasgow with 2 runners in scoring position, the best scoring opportunity of the day for them. The pitch going to get by as it was too high for Coe to handle. But again, with the short backstop here, England decides not to chance it there from third base. 1 ball, no strike to Kayla Kirkpatrick. Pitch from Caudell, misses up and away.
Hagan now hitting 600 with that hit. 6 of 10 on the season, so she walked her first at bat. So
pretty darn good start. Now the 2-0 to Kirkpatrick, and that one is low.
Well, you'd like to load them up here with 3 and 4 coming up, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. So the 3-0 pitch.
We were taking here.
This is upstairs, so Kirkpatrick does draw the walk. And the bases are loaded for Jakiley Green. Jakiley batting .364 on the year, which is second on the team. She has 7 RBIs, and she has the only home run of the season for Glasgow so far. And we're going to get a visit to the pitching circle. Actually, we're going to get a pitching change, it looks like. And it will be a pitching change brought to you by the People's Bank. So, Luke, let's take a time out here while the new pitcher warms up. We'll come back in a moment, tell you who the new pitcher is. It's Franklin-Simpson on top 6-0 over the Lady Scotties. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCOU Blue 103.1 FM and 1498.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
New pitcher is Presley West. She has been at first base, and the first pitch she threw to Jakiley Green missed, so it's 1 ball, no strike here. This pitch from West misses low, and so now 2-0. Again, the Lady Scotties have the bases loaded here with just 1 away, so nowhere for West to put Green. 2 ball and no strike count to her. West delivers. And Green will foul it straight back over the top of the press box here where we sit.
I believe she fouled off ball 3. She likes that high pitch. Who's at first? 16?
I'm trying to figure that out.
16.
No, it wouldn't be. That was Caudell. That was the pitcher.
Yeah, that's.
We'll get it in a minute. 2-1 pitch on the way now. And that one misses upstairs, and it's 3-1, so West has to come with a strike here to avoid walking in a run.
Well, maybe 10. She was a flex player. They may have kept her in. Put her in at first. I will see when she turns. It's a 1-something.
And this pitch going to be fouled back. 16 was the flex player. That was Caudell.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, Black, the DP. I will see who it is.
Raleigh Dental Group full count here. Payoff pitch coming with the bases loaded. And Green with a little nubber off the end of the bat, and West tries to field it out of the pitching circle and cannot come up with it cleanly, so that error will get Green to first base. It would have scored a run anyway because the only play was going to be to first. So Glasgow is on the board now, trailing 6-1. Bases still loaded and still just 1 out. And that'll bring up the designated player, Paige DeHaas. Paige batting .364 with 3 RBIs. Hits one hard, but just fouled down the right field line, probably by 5 feet or less.
Well, that's an E1, but She was going to get an RBI.
Still gets the RBI, yeah. That run was going to score
I can't score the
regardless.
Sacrifice, though, because
Right,
she wasn't butting the
exactly.
sacrifice.
That's right.
It's just an E1.
It wasn't a bunt. It was just a swinging ball.
Swinging bunt.
It was basically a swinging bunt. It went off the end of the bat.
It wasn't an intentional sacrifice.
Here's the 0-1, and that one is low and inside to DeHaas. 1-1 now.
But that run will be charged to Caudill.
These Scotties with a chance to get back in this ball game. They trail 6-1, bases loaded with one away. In the bottom of the third inning, this inning brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. This pitch to DeHaas is up and away. 2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1, and that's a strike.
Oh, that ball dropped down there.
West came with the changeup that time. Now the 2-2. And here is a line shot off the end of the glove of Scott at second base. That's going to bring in another run. And now the throw onto the infield going to be stopped by the third baseman, Smith. So all the base runners advance just one bag, but everybody's safe. It's 6-2 now. And coming in to score that time for Glasgow was Kerrigan Hagan.
Scoring that a hit, Joe. That was off of the top of her glove.
And we're going to get a pinch runner here for DeHaas at first base, and that is going to be Reagan Wyatt.
I'm giving her a hit.
Here's Natea Lightfoot. Number 7, Bruce, if you didn't get Wyatt's number there. Reagan Wyatt, number 7 at first base. Still just one down here. A couple of runs in already in this inning for Glasgow. They trail 6-2. Lightfoot with a ground ball to the shortstop, Ferguson. She's up with it. Her throw across the diamond is there in time, but another run in for Glasgow.
Fielder's choice.
As Kayla Kirkpatrick crosses the plate to make it 6-3. And now 2 away with 2 runners on in scoring position at second and third. That'll bring up Kenley Stevens.
Now batting, Kenley Stevens.
And the pitch to Stevens misses outside with the changeup. The 1-0. Way up high, going to go to the backstop, and here comes.
Safe.
Yep. Kylie Green slid home, and she, I believe, maybe jammed a finger or something as the catcher was trying to apply the tag. The ball came right back to Coe after it bounced off that backstop back there, and then hopefully Jakali's going to be okay, but she walked away holding one of her fingers there, it looked like. But now Glasgow has cut this Franklin lead down to 2 runs at 6-4. As the catcher Coe has gone out to have a quick word with West. When we resume, it'll be 2 balls and no strikes here to Kenley Stevens. And the lone base runner on for the Scotties right now, Reagan White at third base. Stevens was asking for time, but it's not granted. Here's the pitch from West. That one's a strike.
Struck out her first at bat in the second inning. This is the 8th batter for the Scotties.
2-1 pitch. Stevens swings and misses. 2-2. Pitch from West is low. It's another Riley Dental Group full count. Payoff pitch coming. And Stevens watches it go by for ball 4. And that'll bring up the Glasgow pitcher, Ava Maxey.
Now batting, Ava Maxey.
Maxey struck out her first at bat.
Is she the 9th hitter for this inning?
Sir.
I thought so.
Yeah, England led it off with a single. We've picked up 3 hits in our era, 4 runs and 3 hits Error on a wild pitch.
And West comes with a pitch that misses low.
Stevens got pretty good speed. Scotty's with 2 outs. I don't know if they'll try to steal her or not.
I'd be a little surprised if they do, but you never know. And this one's going to be fouled back out of play. I don't know if the Lady Scotties are just not keeping up with stolen bases on their stats, but they do not have a stolen base listed on their stats in any game so far this year.
Well, they don't show any attempted either.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the 1-1. And this one misses low, and that is going to get by the catcher, and that does allow Stevens to take second base. Two balls and a strike. West winds and fires, and that misses inside. 3-1 now. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and it misses low, so Maxey will draw the walk. And now the base is loaded once again, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Reese England. And now Glasgow, just like Franklin did in the top half of this inning, has batted around. Franklin got 5 runs in the top of the inning. So far, Glasgow with 4 runs here in the bottom of the inning. Gotta love the way this Lady Scotty team has fought back here and answered those 5 runs. And this pitch off the end of the bat, it is going to be trouble, and everybody's going to be safe. Yep. And Glasgow within a run now as the pinch runner Reagan Wyatt came in to score there. 6-5, Franklin. Base is still loaded. Still 2 away. Here's the catcher, Gracie Walker. Ball hit off the end of the bat, and then when it hit the ground, the shortstop Lily Ferguson was charging, but the ball just died, and she had no play.
Had that spin on it, it sort of spun away from her a little bit, but the infield hit.
Pitch to Walker, misses for ball 1.
Well, you said Reese didn't have a hit. She's got 2 this inning.
The 1-0. Grounded to the right side. Going to be scooped up by the second baseman, Scott. She'll go to first, and that will finally end the inning, but great answer by this Glasgow Lady Scotty ball club. Franklin posted 5 runs in the top half of the third to take a 6-1 lead, or 6-0 lead, excuse me. Glasgow answers with 5 runs of their own in the bottom half of the third, and it's a 1-run ball game here, Bruce.
Scotty's picked up 5 runs. They had 4 hits. There was 1 error, and they strand 2. So we've completed 3. And it's Franklin-Simpson 6, Glasgow 5. We'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout on WCAU Sports.
For local news that impacts your everyday life, turn to GlasgowNews1.com, the trusted source for journalism in Glasgow and Barron County.
While others focus on headlines from far away,
GN1 is in the room for you, covering the decisions that matter most, from city council and fiscal court to school board meetings, civic issues, public safety, and the people and stories that shape our community.
Connect with our coverage on GlasgowNews1.com, the GN1 app, on our social media feeds, or subscribe to our free daily email.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune, back with you at Glasgow High School. We are at Rigdon Kaiser Field, Busch Stadium here as Glasgow trails 6-5 to the Franklin-Simpson Lady Wildcats in fast pitch softball. And leading things off for the Lady Wildcats here is, let's see, Bruce, is that Shelton, Addison Shelton leading off here?
Should be.
She'll be followed by Jaden Coe and Hester Blankenberg. Ava Maxey back out in the pitching circle for Glasgow. Ground ball hit back up the middle. Nice stop by Lightfoot, and she'll go to first base for out number 1.
Joe, we can close the book on Abby Caldwell. Pitched 2 1/3 innings, faced 11 batters. She struck out 2, walked 3, gave up 3 runs. All 3 of them were earned.
Here is the catcher, Jaden Coe.
Cole struck out and then doubled in the right field gap. Scored on a wild pitch.
And this ball laced back up the middle into center field. That'll be a 1-out single for Coe. This 4th inning, by the way, brought to you by Scooter's Coffee. And now with 1 away, this will be, and this is who was playing first base, I guess,
13.
Bruce, 13, and that is going to be
Piper West.
Piper West, yep.
West.
So she goes into the spot where Blankenberg was hitting as a designated player. First pitch to West misses low. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off out of play. Maxey has the pitch she wants here. Now toes the rubber. Pitch going to be fouled off again out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Rise ball is high. Jaden Coe at first base for Franklin. 1 away here in the Scooters Coffee, top of the 4th inning. Maxey looking towards the Glasgow dugout here. I think waiting on her pitch, and now West will back out of the box. And here's the 2-2, and that one way upstairs, and Walker can't hang on to it, so that will move Coe to second base. Raleigh Dental Group full count here now to Piper West. Pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. It's an SCRTC strikeout here for Maxey.
Strikeout number 6.
So now 2 down, and here's the number 9 hitter, Ava Holland.
Now batting, Holland.
See, Holland has 2 singles and scored a run.
Here's the pitch, and going to be fouled off out in front of the Glasgow dugout down here at third base. Maxey with the 0-1, and it's up and inside. Glasgow and Adair County in baseball in the bottom of the 7th, and the Scotties now trailing 11-4. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball to Green at shortstop. She has it. Her throw is high, but England does a nice job to climb the ladder and then come back down with her foot on the bag. And that will end the inning for Franklin-Simpson without any damage being done.
No runs. There was 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left. We've now completed 3.5, and it's Franklin 6. Glasgow 5. We'll return after this 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports Blues.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Joe Myers, Bruce Dubuque back here with you at Glasgow High School, where we go to the bottom half of the Scooters Coffee fourth inning. And it's Franklin-Simpson 6, Glasgow 5. And we have another new pitcher here for Franklin-Simpson, I'm just noticing as we come back, and that is Piper West, who was just playing first base a moment ago. And let's see, that puts Presley West back at first. First three hitters due up for Glasgow here in the bottom of the fourth will be the top of the order. That's going to be Kerrigan Hagan, Kayla Kirkpatrick, and Jakiley Green. Let's see if we have any numbers on Piper West here. We do. Piper West 0-1 on the year with a 7.00 ERA. She's walked 3, struck out 2. She's thrown 5 innings of work, and she is making her third appearance, the second in relief. So Kerrigan Hagan at the plate. And the first pitch from Piper West misses inside. Kerrigan got a double her last time up, didn't she, Bruce?
Yes, sir, she did, and then scored.
Here's the 1-0. Fouled off, out of play.
Joe Presley West pitched 2/3 of an inning, and she faced 11 batters, no strikeouts, 2 walks, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs. 4 of those were earned. No, she didn't give up 5.
1-1 pitch. Hagan turns on the inside fastball and fouls it down the third base line.
She gave up 2 runs. Let me see. And 1 of those was earned. So.
Kerrigan 6 of 10 to start the season at the plate. The 1-2 ripped and caught, though. Really well hit ball that time by Hagan. Just unfortunate that it was caught by Lily Ferguson and hit right at her there at shortstop, 1 away.
Timed her jump perfectly. She just.
Now batting, Kayla Kirkpatrick.
Kayla, well, drawn 2 walks. She does not have an official at bat so
Kayla
far.
Kirkpatrick, the hitter.
Has scored a run. She's.
First pitch to her upstairs.
She's walked on a 3-2 pitch her first at bat, and then in her second at bat drew 4 straight balls.
There's a fly ball to right field,
over her
drifting
head.
back, and it is going to get over the head of Addison Shelton. Kirkpatrick on her way to second. She'll round second on her way to third now, and she'll be there sliding in with a 1-out triple. And Kayla, the tying run at third base here at the bottom of the fourth inning. That'll bring up Jakiley Green. Franklin-Simpson leads this game 6-5. Jakiley, a .364 hitter. And the first pitch misses upstairs.
Jakiley hit into a double play and then reached on an error and scored in that big third inning.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Big cut that time by Green. Could not make contact.
She has our lone home run. She was trying to put the Scotties ahead right there, I believe.
The 1-1. And Green turns on it and rips it. Foul.
She got around on one while ago, too. About the same pitch.
So now behind on the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Piper West on the rubber and delivers the pitch. And a foul ball. Just barely did get a piece of it, did you, Kylie? Got enough to stay alive. So West, again, will deliver a 1-2 pitch. It's on the way. Green with a chopper to third base. Smith has it. And now will tag out Kayla Kirkpatrick. Kayla got a little bit too far off the bag right there. And the tying run now, instead of being at third base, is at first base with 2 away.
Now, Smith made a big play right. She faked the throw and then faked it again and got to because she dived back.
Yeah, if she's not able to tag Kirkpatrick out with those 2 fake throws, she was not going to be able to throw Green out at first base, she wouldn't think. So that was her only opportunity. Here's Paige DeHaas.
She singled and scored her last at bat.
And the pitch from West is low. Now the 1-0. Also low to DeHaas. Page started the day with a .364 average and 3 RBIs. And there's a strike. Page, one of the 4 freshmen in the lineup today for Glasgow. 2-1 pitch from West. And DeHaas grounds it to the left side, and it's going to get through the legs of Ferguson at shortstop. So everybody going to be safe.
Man, how sad that we got picked off third right there.
Should be tied right now, but ball game.
Smith's a senior. She's played basketball. She made a good move.
It's a 6-5 ball game here for Franklin with the 1-run lead in the bottom of this 4th inning. This inning brought to you by Scooters Coffee. And Natea Lightfoot at the plate. She'll ground one to the right side. The second baseman Scott up with it and goes to first for the out. So Glasgow's going to strand a couple of runners on the base paths here, and they continue to trail by 1 as we go to the 5th.
Scotty's picked up no runs. They did have, let's see, 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 left on. No, there's just 1 left on. No, there was 2 left on.
There were 2, yep.
We have completed 4 innings now, and it's Franklin-Simpson 6, Glasgow 5. We'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout on WCAU Sports Blue, 103.1 FM, 1498.
For local news that impacts your everyday life, turn to GlasgowNews1.com, the trusted source for journalism in Glasgow and Barron County.
While others focus on headlines from far away,
GN1 is in the room for you, covering the decisions that matter most, from city council and fiscal court to school board meetings, civic issues, public safety, and the people and stories that shape our community.
Connect with our coverage on GlasgowNews1.com, the GN1 app, on our social media feeds, or subscribe to our free daily email.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
Franklin-Simpson 6, Glasgow 5 as we go to the top of the 5th inning here at Rigdon Kaiser Field, Busch Stadium on the campus of Glasgow High School. And it's the top of the order due up for Franklin. Chloe Smith, Kylie Scott, and Lily Ferguson.
Chloe Smith, 2 for 2 and a walk, both singles. She's yet to score. She's been stranded every time she's been on. So,
Ava Maxey with her first pitch of the inning. It's a changeup which misses high. Glasgow baseball team falls today at home to Adair County. Final score in that one was 11-5. So Glasgow falling to, I believe, 4-3 on the year now. Here's the 1-0 pitch as Smith has to back up out of the way of the inside heat. Actually 4-2, I guess. Did I say 4-3?
Yeah.
The baseball team is now 4-2. Here's a hard ground shot into left field. That's a leadoff single for Smith.
She's now 3 for 3. She's been on every at bat.
Now the second baseman, Kylie Scott.
Adair will improve to 5-1. They've lost to LaRue County. It's the only ball game they've lost this year. They just beat Hart 1-0 yesterday, though.
Kylie Scott, a .353 hitter. And she'll foul the first pitch off out of play.
She single, reached on her error, and walked. I noticed the Franklin-Simpson hitters have come up there swinging early now after Maxie was getting ahead in the count. They're swinging at that first pitch.
Runner takes off for second base. The throw down by Walker a little bit late, and it gets into center field. So now Smith going to head over to third base. She'll hold up right there.
Yeah, it was to the left side of the bag. She had that base stolen, and she gets the second base off the error.
So 1-1 count to Kylie Scott. And the first pitch, or this pitch, I should say, misses upstairs. 2-1. Maxie delivers. Here's a ground ball to Green at shortstop. Checks the runner at third and goes to first for the out. Nice job by Jakali Green to hold the runner before the throw. Just how you're taught to do it.
Yeah, she's got a good arm, too. If she'd have broke home, I believe she'd have thrown a strike to the plate.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Lily Ferguson.
Struck out, line to center, and drew a walk. All their runs have come in the bottom of the order, Joe. Their top three hitters have not scored yet.
Fastball, that'll be a base hit into left field. There's an RBI for Ferguson as Smith comes in to score to make it 7-5 in Franklin's favor. And here's the first baseman, Presley West.
West was hit by a pitch, drew a walk, and struck out.
Rise ball from Maxie, misses high.
.112 pitches so far.
And this pitch also upstairs, 2-0 now to West. .2-0 coming. That one's in there for a called strike. Now the 2-1 popped up and it's out of play, foul.
See Maxie get her 7th strikeout right here.
West will back out of the box. Now set to go here. Maxie with a 2-2. And it's upstairs 3-2. And a quick throw down by Walker to first base. And good job by England to scoop that ball up out of the dirt to keep it from going into right field. It's a Riley Dental Group full count here. Payoff pitch from Maxie. Fly ball to right field, actually right center field. It's going to get over the head of Hagan, who tried to make the catch out there. Bounces off the fence, and the lead runner advances to third base, but West stays at first for a single. So now runners on the corners, still just one out, a 7-5 Franklin lead. And we're going to have a pinch hitter or pinch runner here. What do we got? I can't tell the hitter's number. I think it is Ansley Holland. I think it's a 1, but her ponytail is covering it up. Yeah, that is Holland, so no pinch hitter. We are going to have a pinch runner at first base.
And we have no idea.
Yeah, she didn't show us her numbers, so we don't have any idea who that is. Whoever it is will be running for Presley West at first. And here's Ansley Holland at the plate.
Struck out, singled, and hit into a fielder's choice to end that big inning.
And she'll foul the first pitch off straight back here. And a nice catch by a young man in the stands down here in front of us. One-handed grab.
That was Webb Dickinson.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Maxey. Hit right back at Maxey. She fields her position, goes to first base for the out. But instead of coming home, the runner at third base broke home on contact, so Ava didn't check there. She did get the out at first base, but Lily Ferguson scores from third. It's now 8-5 Franklin. It's one of those where Ava has to check on that runner at third. If she's breaking on contact, she had time to come home with that one probably.
Well, she probably had time to turn the double play second and first rather than, you know.
I don't know. That might have been a little bit tougher maybe. I don't know. Possible. At the plate here is Addison Shelton.
But no, we needed to get the runner, though.
Yeah, at the very least, you got to get that lead runner from third. It's a 3-run Franklin lead now. The 0-1 pitch, a little bit high. One ball, one strike count. Maxey has her pitch and delivers. And that's a strike on the inside half at the knees. Good pitch.
Well, you know they're teaching that, but, you know, something we always, when we were coaching our girls, you know, before every pitch, know where you're going if you get the ball. Know where your runners are.
Here's the 1-2. Ground ball left side. Third base, Kenley Stevens has it. She'll go to first for the out, and that will end the inning. But Franklin is able to extend its lead to a 3-run advantage as they get a couple here in the fifth.
Picked up 2 runs. There was 2 hits, no errors, and a strand 1. We've now completed, 4.5 innings. It's Franklin-Simpson 8, Glasgow 5. We'll be right back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Kenley Stevens at the plate for the Lady Scotties to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning, with Franklin-Simpson leading this ball game 8-5. First pitch to Stevens was a ball. This one in there for a strike, so 1 ball and 1 strike now. Actually, no balls and 2 strikes, according to our home plate umpire, so 0-2 count here. Stevens waiting on the pitch, and it misses upstairs from Piper West.
She's 0 for 1, struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd.
And time called as Stevens backs out of the box. West with a pitch, and Stevens laid on it, swings through it for strike 3. At SCRTC strikeout for Piper West. There's 1 down in the 5th. Now the Glasgow pitcher, Ava Maxey.
Maxey has struck out and walked.
Piper West starts her with a fastball that's on the outside corner. Called strike. The 0-1 delivery. And it'll be fouled off out of play. West ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's well outside. Maxey would not chase it. Now the 1-2. Maxey hits a fly ball to left field. Drifting over to her left and making the catch will be Ansley Holland. And there are 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Reese England, who had a couple of hits earlier in the ball game in the same inning, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, 2 for 2 with 1 RBI.
First pitch she sees, called a strike on the outside half. Here's the 0-1. A ground ball to Smith at third base. She boots it and will not have a play. You don't come up cleanly with the ball at third base most of the time. It's going to be either an error or an infield single or something, because once you don't field it cleanly, there's just not a lot of time to throw that runner out.
Yeah, as big and strong as she was, I thought, when she got that ball as quick as she did, but she just didn't pick it up.
Here's Gracie Walker. Franklin-Simpson leads this ball game 8-5. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here at Glasgow High School's Busch Stadium. And this pitch going to be up and away, and it gets away from the catcher Coe, and that will move England to second base.
Walker is 0 for 2, Joe. She has popped out to the shortstop and hit into a 4-3 fielder's choice for the 3rd out in that big inning we had.
West comes with a 1-0 pitch, and it's in there for a strike.
Need to try to get at least one of those back here in this inning.
The 1-1 off the plate outside. The pitch and swing and a miss here by Walker. 1-2. West with a pitch, and it'll be fouled back out of play. Walker stays alive. We will not have another softball broadcast for you for nearly a month, April the 24th, and that is because there are only 2 home games between now and April the 24th, and both of those are on a Saturday. Here's a fly ball to center field. This ball really well hit. That is over the head of Holland, as Walker is going to get an RBI here with England coming in to score. And Walker will wind up with an RBI double, 2 outs here in the 5th. It's 8-6 now, Franklin-Simpson.
That's our third extra base hit.
And back to the top of the Glasgow order with Kerrigan Hagan now.
Kerrigan is 1 for 2, walked, doubled, and had that line shot. Would have been a base hit, but the shortstop, Ferguson, took it away from her. So she's hit the ball hard.
First pitch misses outside. Now, the Lady Scotty softball schedule is kind of opposite from the Glasgow baseball schedule. The baseball team has the majority of their home games in the first half of the season. The softball team has almost all of their home games in the second half of the season. This pitch in there for a strike to Harrigan
I haven't looked at the softball
Kerrigan Hagan
schedule as much, but I know as a baseball, it's like the teams we play early at home, we play away late. You know, those same teams. So.
Here's the 1-1.
Ooh,
and a
nice
swing and a
pitch.
miss.
She took a little off that pitch.
Sure did.
She's out in front of it. That wind's picked back up. I tell you, get a ball into right field. That's what happened that last one that Walker hit.
1-2, grounded to the left side. Smith has it at third base. Her throw is in time to get Hagan by a half step, and 24th in the inning. Glasgow does get one of those runs back, and they trail by 2 going to the 6th.
Still, they picked up 1 run. They had 1 hit. There was an error, and there was 1 left. So we now have completed 5 innings. Franklin-Simpson 9, your Glasgow Lady Scotty 6. We'll return after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports Blue, 103.1 FM, 1490 AM.
For local news that impacts your everyday life, turn to GlasgowNews1.com, the trusted source for journalism in Glasgow and Barron County.
While others focus on headlines from far away,
GN1 is in the room for you, covering the decisions that matter most, from city council and fiscal court to school board meetings, civic issues, public safety, and the people and stories that shape our community.
Connect with our coverage on GlasgowNews1.com, the GN1 app, on our social media feeds, or subscribe to our free daily email.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family. Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Glasgow High School's Bush Stadium, Rigdon Kaiser Field. We go to the top of the 6th with Franklin-Simpson on top of the Lady Scotties 8-6, and it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Lady Wildcats, Jaden Coe, Piper West, and Ava Holland. Ava Maxey continuing to pitch for Glasgow. She's been out there the entire ball game.
Coe 2 for 3.
Pitch from Maxey catches the inside corner for a strike. 2 really good ball games going on in the Sweet 16 right now. Texas has a 2-point lead over Purdue, 65-63 with 7:39 to go in the second half. And it is Nebraska with a 58-55 lead over Iowa with 11.5 minutes to go in the second half.
Well, Nebraska's been the surprise team.
Pitch upstairs here, evens the count up, but a ball and a strike.
You know, they were one of the last teams to get in, but they've had. I think it's the first time they've ever been to the NCAA.
Nebraska was not one of the last teams to get in. They're a 4 seed.
They were, but it's their first time.
Here's the one. It's their first win. They got their first win.
Oh, okay.
In the NCAA tournament
I know
this
they've
year.
always had the
this
big
pitch from
football.
Maxey misses outside. 1-2 now.
Ball program and
Texas was one of the last to get in, though.
Yes.
And they're leading Purdue by 2 right now, who's a 2 seed. Here's a well-hit ball down the right field line, and that's going to be extra bases for Coe as Kinley Bell out in right field gets it back in, and Coe going to wind up at third. And now the throw to third is wild, and that will be a triple with a throwing error that will get Jaden Coe home. And that makes it 9-6.
Was it the shortstop or the second baseman made the throw? I was watching her run.
Second base. 2 right now. Who's a 2 seed.
That's an unearned run. But
So 9-6 Franklin as we now get Piper West to the plate.
They've got 2 extra base hits, and she's got them both.
Swing and a miss at one up in her eyes that time. Yeah, Nebraska was the only Power 5 conference team that had never had a win in the NCAA tournament. So that's what they accomplished. And now they're trying to move on to the Elite 8. Pitch here from Maxie misses low. Now the 1-1 catches the inside corner. Maxie winds and fires, and the rise ball misses high. Here's the 2-2. And strike 3 call. That'll be an SCRTC strikeout as West watched that one go by on the outside half.
Strikeout number 7.
One down, and here is the center fielder, Ava Holland.
Now batting Holland.
Maxie's pitch here misses low and away. Yeah, the next softball broadcast April the 24th against Metcalfe County. This pitch fouled off out of play. We'll have 5 baseball broadcasts before we do another softball game. As we said, the last half of our broadcast schedule is almost all softball. Now the 1-1. And fouled off the end of the bat out of play. Again, if the baseball team is able to play their game tomorrow, if the rain holds off or it doesn't rain too much, Glasgow's scheduled to host Logan County there at Sam Royce Field. First pitch at 5:30 tomorrow. Our broadcast would begin at 5:15. Here's a ball hit right back to Maxie in the circle. She plays it off the nice, easy hop. And there are 2 away. She goes to first base. That'll bring up the top of the order with Chloe Smith.
Now batting Smith.
Change up from Maxie, misses outside. And here's a hard ground ball, but right at Jakiley Green at shortstop, and she goes to first base for the out, so that will end the inning. Franklin does push 1 run across, and they have a 3-run lead once again.
They picked up 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, nobody left. We've now completed 5.5. Franklin-Simpson 9, Glasgow 6. We'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout on WCOU Sports 103 FM, 1490 AM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Kayla Kirkpatrick, Jakiley Green, and Paige DeHaas. The first three hitters due up for the Lady Scotties here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. It's Franklin-Simpson leading this game 9-6. Piper West with her first pitch of the at-bat here to Kirkpatrick, and it misses well outside.
Kayla's 1 for 1 with a triple, then got picked off on a ground ball to third.
And this one also way outside from West. 2-0 to Kayla.
Walked her first two at-bats.
Piper West, the seventh grader, deals, and it's a fastball that's swung on and missed by Kirkpatrick. Now the 2-1 delivery. That's a strike as well. That called a strike to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. And now it will be a Riley Dental Group full count as that one misses upstairs. Here's the payoff pitch. And there's a line shot into right field, and it is going to be a leadoff single for Kayla Kirkpatrick here in the sixth.
Her second hit of the day. We have
now the shortstop, Jakiley Green.
Jakiley is 0 for 3, one of our better hitters. So she's due, Joe.
Most certainly is. She's a .364 hitter coming into the day, but she hits this one in the air to short center field. Actually, it's going to stay on the infield. And it'll be caught by the shortstop, Lily Ferguson. Here's Paige DeHaas with one away.
Paige is 1 for 3. Popped out to second, had a single there in the third inning, and then reached on an error in the fourth.
And the first pitch she sees is low. One 0 pitch coming. Off the end of the bat, hit into short right field. That's going to drop, though. Kirkpatrick, and it got by the right fielder, so that's going to allow Kirkpatrick to take third base. Kayla was going to hold up there at second, but then the right fielder, Shelton, had a little trouble with it. So now runners on the corners, and the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Natea Lightfoot.
She's looking for her first hit of the afternoon. She's popped out to first base. She's grounded to shortstop, and then she's grounded to second base.
Runners on the corners here, one down. West with a pitch, hit back up the middle. That's going to get Kirkpatrick in to score. DeHaas will hold up there at second base. And Glasgow trailing only by 2 now at 9-7.
Now batting, Kinley Stevens.
And we're going to get a pinch runner here at second base for DeHaas. That will be Jenna Glass running for DeHaas. And it'll bring up Kinley Stevens to the plate. And we're going to get another pitching change for Franklin-Simpson. This pitching change brought to you by the People's Bank. And let's take a quick timeout here. We'll come back and tell you who the new pitcher is. Let's take a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM, 1490 AM.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000.
Back here at Glasgow High School, Kenley Stevens, the hitter for Glasgow, with runners at first and second, one down here in the bottom of the sixth. Lady Scotties trailing 9-7 to Franklin-Simpson. And Hester Blankenberg is the new pitcher for Franklin-Simpson on this pitching change brought to you by the People's Bank. We'll give you Blankenberg's numbers in just a moment. It's an 0-1 pitch coming to Stevens, and that one misses low. Hester Blankenberg has some really good numbers. She's 4-1 on the year with just a 1.86 ERA. She's had 15 strikeouts, 6 walks. She's thrown 26 in the third innings on the season. And a swing and a miss here by Stevens to run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's made, let's see, this is her 7th appearance as a pitcher she's appeared as a pitcher in every single game for Franklin, actually. And here's a line shot, but caught by the third baseman, Chloe Smith. She throws to first base, and they double the runner off there at first. As Natalia Lightfoot got a little bit too far off the bag there, and Glasgow runs themselves out of what potentially could have been a big inning there, but that will end the 6th inning, and the Lady Scotties will go to the 7th, pitcher, trailing by 2.
Picked up 1 run. We had 3 hits. There were no errors, and we wind up stranding 1. So we've now completed 6 innings. It's Franklin-Simpson 9, Glasgow 7. We'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports Blue 103.1 FM Porcupine.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family.
Every pitcher that they've used this.
Today, they're holding tiny backpacks. Tomorrow, they're holding diplomas. In Glasgow, every step matters and every road leads home. Join the family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Back here at Glasgow High School's Bush Stadium, Rigdon Kaiser Field. It's a 9-7 lead for Franklin-Simpson over the Lady Scotties as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Franklin will send their 2-3-4 hitters up. Here's Kylie Scott to start the inning. She'll be followed by Lily Ferguson and Presley West, and the first pitch to Scott misses high from Ava Maxey.
So far, Scott is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Singled, reached on an error, walked, and hit into a fielder's choice.
Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Scott.
Maxey, it was a 142nd pitch.
Arm probably getting a little bit tired, but again, as most listening are aware, I'm sure, it does not affect you in softball like it does in baseball to throw that many pitches. Here's a pop-up on the infield. It'll be caught by Maxey for out number 1.
Yeah, she'll have to ice her arm and her leg, won't she?
Yeah. If you join us late, what Bruce was talking about there, the very first batter of the game hit a line shot right back at Maxey, and it nailed her right in the right thigh, but she has hung in there and gone the distance. Here's Lily Ferguson. And this pitch from Maxey way upstairs for ball 1. Maxey toes the rubber, and now the 1-0 pitch. Just off the plate outside. Two balls and no strikes. The pitch on the way. Now it's 3-0. That one's high. Pitch here, a swing and a miss as surprisingly Ferguson swinging away on 3-0 and swung at ball 4.
Fastball.
Maxey with the 3-1 pitch. And that's up and in, so it will be a walk to Lily Ferguson, a 1-out walk, and it brings up the cleanup hitter, Presley West.
6 base on balls given up by Maxey.
Fastball on the inside corner for a called strike to start this at bat. Told you earlier, the Glasgow baseball team was in action today against Adair County and fell to the Indians by a final score of 11-5. So here's a ground ball to Stevens at third base. Goes to second for the lead out there. Lightfoot trying to turn the double play, but throw a little bit high. Not sure if it was on target, whether they would have had West or not. It would have been very close. Oh, wait a minute. They've called interference, I guess, on the runner at second base. Yeah, for not sliding. So they call West out at first base. So that will end the top of the 7th inning. And when we come back, Glasgow's going to need at least a couple of runs to continue playing. They trail by 2. Bruce?
Yeah, well, that's first inning. We put them down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We've completed 6.5. The Scotties coming in bat in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 9-7. We'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
From the very first day to the final walk across the stage. In Glasgow, your child isn't just enrolling in a school. They're joining a family.
For the Lady Scotties, it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters here. Natea Lightfoot, Kinley Stevens, and Ava Maxey as we start the bottom of the 7th. Glasgow trails 9-7, and Hester Blankenberg with her first pitch of this inning. Off the end of the bat for Lightfoot, and it will be fielded by the first baseman, Presley West, and she will step on the bag there for out number 1. Now Kinley Stevens. Actually, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I was off. That was Ava Maxey who just batted. Now Reese England at the plate. My mistake.
Correct.
And now England has the pitch miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes to her. So these are the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Lady Scotties here. A swing and a miss by England. Evens the count up to 1 ball and 1 strike.
She's 2 for 3.
And this fastball outside. Franklin has brought Blankenberg in here to try to close this thing out. She is their number 1 pitcher, at least according to the numbers. She has thrown way more innings than anybody else has on their pitching staff. Here's the 2-1. And that one's a strike on the inside half. Now the 2-2. And a swing and a miss by England. Lady Scotty's down to their final out here. And it'll be Gracie Walker to the plate.
Now batting, Gracie Walker.
Pitch from Blankenberg is fouled back by Walker. Lady Scotties are in action tomorrow on the road at Russellville. And then they'll play this Franklin-Simpson team again in the 2A sectional tournament over at Logan County on Saturday. Here's the 0-1. Outside to Walker. One pitch coming, and it's low. If Gracie can reach, you'd go back to the top of the order with the very hot-hitting Kerrigan Hagan. She would represent the tying run, but you got to get a base runner for that to happen. And this pitch outside, so now 3 balls and a strike. Blankenberg delivers, and a swing and a miss. It's a Riley Dental Group full count. Glasgow down to its final strike here. Pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Walker can't make contact, and that will end the ball game. Franklin-Simpson's going to win this thing by a final score of 9-7. And Franklin will improve to 5-2 on the year, while the Lady Scotties will see their 2-game winning streak come to an end. They'll fall to 2-3 on the year. And we'll come back in a moment on our TJ Regional Health postgame show. We'll look at the McDonald's final stats, our Hardee's Hot and Fresh Play of the Game. We'll have our Player of the Game brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. And we'll also talk with Glasgow Lady Scotty head coach Stephen Murphy as well. Again, the final score in this one, Franklin-Simpson 9, Glasgow 7. And we'll come back in a moment with that TJ Regional Health postgame show after this 4-minute timeout. A 4-minute timeout here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1498.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Hot Ham and Cheese, Hand-Breaded Chicken Tender Wrap, or Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children. When was
was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Joe Myers, Bruce Tribune back here with you on the TJ Regional Health postgame show as the Franklin-Simpson Lady Wildcats defeat the Lady Scotties by a score of 9-7. Franklin improving to 5-2 on the year. Lady Scotties falling to 2-3. Glasgow going to be in action once again tomorrow on the road at Russellville for a 5:30 start. Then they'll turn around and play this Franklin-Simpson team again on Saturday over at Logan County High School as part of the 2A sectional tournament. And Franklin does not play again until Saturday when they take on the Lady Scotties. Bruce is finishing up our stats here, and as a look back at Will, I think we're ready to go. We'll go ahead and get our Hardee's Hot and Fresh play of the game on our live stream for you here, and for that we go back to the 5th inning when it was Gracie Walker who had an RBI double over the head of the right fielder out there, and a big hit for Gracie, and it scored one of the runs for the Lady Scotties here today, and that is our Hardee's Hot and Fresh play of the game, brought to you, of course, by Hardee's. And Bruce, you about finished up there, ready to roll, or what are you thinking? Need some more time? I see Murph making his way up here.
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, take off. Here, these are the McDonald's final stats. Bruce, take off.
Scotty's dropped this one here tonight, 9-7 to Franklin-Simpson. Franklin-Simpson had 9 runs on 12 hits. There were 2 Glasgow errors. Franklin Strands 9. Winning pitcher will be Piper West. But Abby Caldell pitched 2.5 innings. She faced 11 batters, struck out 2, walked 3, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs. All 3 were earned. Presley West came in and pitched 2/3 of an inning, faced 11 batters, struck out nobody, gave up 2 walks, 4 hits, 2 runs. 1 was earned. Piper West came in to get the win. She pitched 3 in the 30 and then faced 16 batters, struck out 1, walked 1, gave up 6 hits, 1 run. It was an earn. She had a wild pitch, and the save was picked up by Hester Blankenberg. She pitched the final 1 2/3 inning. She faced 4 batters, struck out 2, did not give up a hit or a run. Franklin did turn 1 double play, 5 unassisted 3 in the first inning.
Hey Bruce, I hate to stop you, but Murph with just him and Sam on staff here, they've got to play a JV game. So I want to get Murph's thoughts in here real quick, and then we'll let you get back to those stats. I apologize for having to do that, but Murph, boy, your kids fought hard here tonight. Franklin puts up a 5 spot in the third. Your kids answered right back and got 5 runs in the bottom of the third to get yourself right back in the ball game, and it was a heck of a game from there.
Yeah, one of the things we talked about coming into this year was change the climate, and I have to admit I was kind of worried when we got down 6-0, but our girls battled right back and didn't give up a big inning again. And we were right there within striking distance at the end, and it made it tough to make some decisions because we got to turn around and play them again Saturday morning in the 2A semifinals. So
yeah. So let's talk about your pitcher, Ava Maxey. She goes all 7 innings, faced 39 batters, struck out 7, walked 6, gave up 9 runs. We had 7 of those being earned. She did hit a batter. What did you think about her performance?
Well, and after the third inning, I thought we were going to have to take her out because, like I said, we've got game tomorrow and games Saturday. But she wanted to stay in, and I'm proud of her. She competed. It had been very easy to roll over and quit being down 6-0, but it gave her a little burst of energy when we got 5 and made it 6-5, but she really competed there. And, she took that line drive off the leg early in the game, and I was worried. And I kept saying, "Are you okay? Do you need to come out?" "No, I'm fine. I'm fine." So,
yeah, it really showed a lot of toughness there, didn't she?
Sure did.
You had 1, 2, 3 girls with 2 hits tonight. Kayla Kirkpatrick, Reese England had a couple of hits for you. Paige DeHaas had a couple of hits for you. I thought the girls battled pretty well at the plate today.
Yes, and that's one of the things we talk about being competitive in all counts, and we're getting better about that. We're not taking as many good pitches. We're swinging the bat at pitches that we should be swinging at, and we're putting the ball in play a little bit more. And if we continue to do that, they're eventually going to find holes, and you'll see those girls, those averages start to come up and score a little bit more often.
It's going to be a while before we see you again because all your all's home games are on the second half of the schedule, Merce. Yes. So we won't see you again for nearly a month. You do have a couple of home games on a Saturday, I think, against Warren Central coming up around April the 18th.
Right.
But the next time we see you won't be until April the 24th. Was the schedule designed that way intentionally?
Well, I kind of like to have more home games at the end. And that's
better weather usually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. We were scheduled at home against Russell County, but we had a deep freeze that night, and we just couldn't play. It was too cold. And then, of course, tonight. But like I said, I try to make it where we get a few at the beginning and have more home games at the end. So I like to do it that way.
Yeah, well, hey, it works for me.
But like you said, we're not back here till the 18th, I think, of April. Which you think that's a long way, but you got spring break in there as well, so that takes up about 10 days.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm really proud of the effort tonight because, like I said, it's been very easy to roll over and possibly just let yourself get 10 run, and we didn't do that. Yeah. So like I said, we're just trying to change the climate here, and if we'll correct a lot of the mistakes we're making are the same ones over and over. So if we can just get those corrected, we're going to turn this thing around.
Yeah, well, certainly encouraging what we saw tonight, no doubt about that.
Thank
so Murph, congratulations on just being back out here. I know you're excited to be. Let us talk. I know you got to get back, but how excited are you to be back here and be coaching the Lady Scotties?
I guess you'd say it's in my blood. I was with Coach Royce for 20 years. I was a head coach for 11, and then last summer when there was a change and they brought the idea to me, I thought, this is good for me. I need to do it.
Yeah.
And back in the summer, I'm down here working on the field one day, and Coach Royce came by and he said, "Have you found anybody yet to help you at the varsity?" And I said, "I've asked 3 or 4, and they just couldn't do it." He said, "Well, I'd be interested." And so, just like old times, I mean, we're out here constantly. He's out here probably more than I am.
Except you're the head coach now.
Exactly.
How's that working?
It's been a little different. It has been. He tells me all the time. He said, "I got to keep telling myself I'm not in charge anymore." But we're down here constantly, and we're thinking, if we make the field look nice and the girls be proud of it, and they'll get out there and play harder. So it's it's a labor of love. When, at our age, we'll see. We joke sometimes we're the AARP of coaches, so so we'll go as long as we can because we enjoy doing it.
Well, we're excited to have both of you here coaching. I can tell you that. We're looking forward to how things go this season, Murph.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We'll
Thank
see you in a
y'all
few
for
weeks,
covering
okay?
us. Okay, sure will.
All right. That's Stephen Murphy, head coach of the Glasgow Scotties softball program here. And we do apologize for having to interrupt Bruce from doing those final game stats, but as we said, it's just Murph and Sam Royce on staff here, and they've got a JV game they've got to attend to, so we wanted to go ahead and get Murph and get his thoughts up here so he could get back down onto the field. Bruce, I apologize there for interrupting you, so let's take back off again with those McDonald's final stats.
No problem. I was down. We were finishing up the pitching stats anyway. I think I had finished them, but Piper West got the win. She's now 1-1 on the season. They did turn one double play of 5 youth unassisted 3 in that first inning. Offensively for Franklin-Simpson, Chloe Smith was 3 for 4 today. She scored a run. She committed an error, had 2 stolen bases. She walked once and had 1 RBI. Kaylee Scott was 1 for 4 on the afternoon. She had a stolen base and a base on balls. Lily Ferguson's 1 for 3. She scored a run. She commits an error. She had 2 base on balls, 1 strikeout and 1 RBI. Presley West was 1 for 4 with a run scored. She had an error. She was hit by a pitch. She had a base on ball, and she struck out once. Yes, 3 for 4. No, she was. I had her 1 for 4. She's really 1 for 3 because I didn't score that hit by pitch. So she is 1 for 3. Let's see. Ansley Holland was 1 for 4 with a run scored. She struck out once, had an RBI. Addison Shelton was 0 for 3. She had a sacrifice, and she was had 1 base on ball. Jaden Cole was 3 for 4, scored 2 runs. She had a double. She had a triple. She struck out once and had 2 RBI. I've got these 3 people here. Let me see. Abby Caldell was the pitcher, so Hester Blackenbach came in, was a designated player. She was 0 for 1, scored a run, had a base on ball and an RBI. And then Piper West came in. She was 0 for 2 with no runs scored, struck out twice. And Ava Holland was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 1 RBI. It winds up with 31 official at-bats. There was 9 runs on 12 hits. They had 3 errors. They had a double, a triple, 3 stolen bases, 1 sacrifice, 1 hit by pitch. They drew 6 walks, had 7 strikeouts, and 7 RBI. And as I said, Piper West picks up the win. She's 1-1 on the season. Franklin improves to 5-2. For the Scotties today, 7 runs on 9 hits. There were 3 Franklin errors, and the Scotties strand 7. Ava Maxey will pick up the loss. She's 1-1 on the season. She pitched all 7 innings, faced 39 batters. She struck out 7, walked 6, gave up 9 hits. I didn't catch. She gave up 12 hits. She gave up 9 runs, 7 earned, and she hit 1 batter. Offensively for the Scotties tonight, Kerrigan Hagan was 1 for 3 on the evening with 1 run scored. She had a double and a base on balls. Kayla Kirkpatrick was 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. She had a triple and 2 walks. Jakiley Green was 0 for 4. She did score a run. She reached on an error. She had 1 RBI. Paige DeHaas was 2 for 4 with a run scored. She had an RBI. Natalia Lightfoot was 1 for 4. She had 2 errors. She had an RBI. Kinley Stevens was 0 for 3 this afternoon. She had a stolen base. She drew 1 base on ball with 2 strikeouts. Ava Maxey was 0 for 3. She struck out once and walked once. Reese England was 2 for 4. Her first 2 hits of the season, you said. She scored 2 runs, had a strikeout and an RBI, and Grace Walker was 1 for 4. She did have a double. She struck out once and had 1 RBI. 31 official at-bats, 7 runs on 9 hits. Scotties commit 2 errors. They had 2 doubles. They had 1 triple. They drew 5 base on balls. They struck out 5 times and had 5 RBI. But they dropped this one here today, 9-7. They're 2-3 on this young season.
All right, Bruce, thank you very much. Those are the McDonald's final stats here on the TJ Regional Health post-game show. And Ann and Luke, just so you guys know, back at the studio, we're going to skip that last break if you're following along on the format here. So we're just about to wrap things up so you can get ready for that. But I do want to say that our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Player of the Game today is going to be Kayla Kirkpatrick. Kayla went 2 for 2 on the day and also scored a couple of runs. One of those 2 hits was a triple. She also walked twice, so she comes to the plate 4 times and reaches base all 4 times. 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and that 1 triple as well. So Kayla Kirkpatrick, our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Player of the Game, and that is brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. So that will pretty much wrap up our broadcast for you here today. We do want to remind you that should the rain hold off, we will be back over at Sam Royce Field tomorrow as the Glasgow baseball team is slated to take on the Logan County Cougars. It's scheduled for a 5:30 start. So our Don Franklin Auto pregame coverage will begin at 5:15 here on WCLU Blue. We invite you to join us for that. Of course, you can also catch the live stream on the Scotty channel on YouTube. Now I want to say thanks to the folks that helped us with the broadcast today. We have Luke Pritchard and Ann Pike both back at the studio running the board for us, doing production. We appreciate their hard work here tonight. Of course, Will Perkins, our video producer on the live stream, and my broadcast partner, of course, was Bruce Tribune. Once again, the final score, Franklin-Simpson defeats the Lady Scotties 9-7. Franklin improves to 5-2, Glasgow falling to 2-3 on the year. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening, everybody.